Hey there, welcome to the video. Now, one of the most popular types of books to publish on Amazon KDP right now would be the activity books for kids niche. And one particular niche that's doing extremely well is called the dot to dot, also known as the connect the dots books for kids. Now, the great thing about this niche is that if you're just starting out publishing low and medium content books on Amazon KDP, that it's a relatively easy and beginner-friendly way to start making sales and earning income. So today I'll be showing you how you can make these dot-to-dot pages using simple clip art that you can find online. But before that, hey guys, my name is Jeff, and this channel is all about becoming self-sufficient when it comes to making money online. And right now we're talking about low and medium content publishing on Amazon KDP. So if this sounds interesting to you, feel free to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. With that being said, let's get started. Now, before we get started building the actual dot-to-dot pages, I just wanted to show you some examples of these types of books and which ones are doing well on Amazon, just to give you some motivation and some inspiration on how much you can earn from just one of these books. Not to mention if you had multiple of these books doing well. So here we are on Amazon. I did a search for dot-to-dot books for kids. And if we scroll down, we can see some of the rankings that they have. So for example, this one has 155,000. This one right here has a 10,000 BSR. We scroll some more. This one has 2,389. If we scroll a little bit more, we can see that there's a couple more books and how low their rankings are. So for example, let's go ahead and take this example, Connect the Dots for kids ages 6 to 8. As you can see, it has a 10,588 BSR, or a bestsellers rank. Basically means that the lower the number, the better it is. The more money it's making, the more successful that the book is doing on Amazon. And as we can see, it was independently published, meaning that it was published just like how you and I would publish a book on Amazon KDP on July 20, 2023. And if we dive into the book, we can see a little bit more about it. So here's a little bit of info for the book. There's 100 dot-to-dot puzzles. So overall, I believe this has over 100 pages. It has 106 pages. And to give you an idea of how much this book is making, if I take this 10,588 BSR and plug it into a sales calculator to see how much it's making per month, this is what we get. So this book is roughly making about 24 sales per day, or 720 sales per month, which equates to about $1,903 per month off of one book. This is a significant amount of income just coming from one book. Now, if we go ahead and look at the sample, we can see that there's a belongs to page of some elements here of maybe what's going to be comprised of the pages in the interior, and then a little bit of instructions and note to parents. And then here is the first page. So as you can see, this is an airplane with some clouds, and part of the airplane is actually where the dots are. And so if you would follow from 1 right here to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you follow the dots, you would complete the picture. And this is what this type of book is. Here's another one. This is a soccer ball, or in some countries, football. And as you can see, there's an outline of the soccer ball on the page. And once you complete it, they can also color in the rest of the image here. Here is another sports themed one. This is a football, American football. And so as you can see, there's the football right there. And then there's a helmet. And then here is a music note. And that is all for the samples. So let's go ahead and see how we can start making these types of pages. So in order to create these types of pages, you can use your choice of program. You can do this on Illustrator, you can do this on Photoshop. But today I'm going to show you how to do it on Canva, because Canva, you can open an account for free. So virtually anyone can do this. And so you just want to make sure that your design is set at the typical 8.5 by 11 size for activity books. Now I've gone ahead and done a search for outline animal under the elements tab here, and we're going to find something here to use, but you could also use a site like Creative Fabrica to get these types of graphics. Really depends where you want to get it. So when you're scrolling through Canva looking for a graphic, just make sure that if you don't have a pro subscription, to choose the images that don't have the crown next to them. So for example, you see this pig, It has a crown with the Pro on it, the Pro label. You don't want to choose that if you don't have a Pro subscription, because if you're going to go ahead and upload this onto Amazon KDP, well, you don't have the commercial rights. But there are a lot of images here that don't need a Pro subscription and that are 100% free. So just make sure you watch out for the crown if you are a free user. So let's go ahead and use this duck right here. So let me just make this larger so you can see what I'm doing. So once you have your image and you put it on the page, all we want to do is to decide which part of the outline or of the image we want to turn into the dots. And so for me, I want to start right here at the head, and I just kind of want to make this body all the way around the dots. And so the way to do this is you just go to elements and then you look for the shapes right here. And when you're in the shapes, you just look for this circle. Now that the circle's on the page, I'm just going to turn it into a full black. So as you can see, there is this big circle right here, this big dot, and we're just going to resize it so it's small. Okay. And you just want to resize it so it is about the same size as the line. You could go a little bit bigger if you wanted to. Let's say we're happy with this size right here. All we would do, if I get closer, is we would start to place it along the outline of where we want to actually turn the image into a dot to dot. And then I will just duplicate it. So you can press either this button right here, you can use your keyboard, but you just duplicate it and then you just go around, kind of space them evenly, and then do this all the way around the image. And as we're doing this, we want to make sure that we keep some even spacing as much as we can on the outline that we're trying to follow. And so let me go ahead and finish this and show you what it looks like. Now, something that you want to make sure is that when you start to get to the point where the line is turning or is rounding, you want to put your dot where it starts to do that. So for example, you see I'm putting one right here, and then the next one would be right here. And just try to follow it so that when someone is following the lines, that it closely represents what this line is. And so let's just go ahead and keep doing this. So there you go. I finished the outline right here. And so if I zoom out a little bit, you can see that here are the dots all the way around the duck. Now, what we want to do is we want to get rid of this line right here so that we can go ahead and have just our dots. So the way to do this is if you go to the left-hand side here, you can see that there's a draw tab. So if you go ahead and click that draw tab, you can choose this pencil or this marker and just choose the color white. And all we're going to do is we're going to zoom in and then we're going to just follow the outline. So you want to make sure that the size of the brush is a little bit bigger than the line. So I'll make mine 20 right here. And you want to make transparency to 100 because if you make it less than 100, I'll show you what happens right here. You can see that it doesn't fully do anything. Actually, you can still see the line. So you don't want that. You want to keep it at 100. So now that we have everything set, we just want to start going over the places that we want to delete. And don't worry about the dots disappearing. I'll show you exactly how to bring them back. So when you get close to a part where the lines intersect, you just want to do your best to try and not take off too much. So that's good right there. And then continue to go around until you have everything. Okay, now that I've gone ahead and I've turned the outline white, all you have to do is go ahead and make sure you click on the duck so that the image is chosen. And then what you want to do is position, and then you can go layers here. You see all the drawings that we made right here. And all you want to do is you want to bring the dots in front of them. So how you can do that is you can just select by holding shift. So I've selected all of them, and then you can drag it down to just in front of the image like so. So as you can see, now all we're left are the dots. Now the next part is to number these. So now all we have to do is grab our text here on the left-hand side and then start adding them by just creating each box. So there's a 1, and then we just want to do all of them. Okay, so now I have it all numbered here, as you can see. And if you were to trace it around, you can see that it would end up exactly what the original image is supposed to look like. And there you go. And I got this done in just a couple of minutes. And so this is not hard at all. And then what you could do is if you wanted to add background elements to fill in the picture here, you could do that. You can just make it however you want. And then all you have to do is you could just add a page and add your next image, and then you would just do the same. So for example, this one, let's say you want to take off his feet. You just do the same process as we did with the duck until you have a fully complete book, which is typically around 30 to 60 images. Now, if you don't want to manually do these dots like I did right now, I fully understand because it can still be time consuming. So if you want to save a little bit of time, you can go to a place like Creative Fabrica where they actually have hundreds of these images already done, ready for you to download. So as you can see, I did a search for dot to dot. And then if we scroll down, you can see all of the images here that are ready to go. And then if I were to scroll down all the way, we can see that there are pages and pages of dot to dot interior pages ready for you to just upload. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to show you that you don't want to just upload these straight like this. What you'd want to do is you want to take these images, you can upload them onto Canva, and then you can add your own designs to them to make them your own, because you don't want to just upload these as it is, because imagine hundreds of people doing the same thing. You could end up getting a duplicate warning from Amazon, which is something that you don't want. So you always want to just make anything that you get from Creative Fabrica, you want to make changes to make it your own. So for example, let's say we like this one right here. We can see that there's an owl, there's a hot dog, and then a helicopter. So I'm gonna go ahead and download this and show you what I would do with that. Okay, so the next thing we wanna do is when you open that folder, you wanna just go with the PNG files right here, and then we can just look at them real quick. Okay, so let's say we have this butterfly right here. We're just going to drag it onto the screen, and there it is. Basically, you don't just want to resize this like this and then do this for the entire book and then upload it onto KDP. What you want to do is you want to make changes. So what I would do is, since everything's already done, I would just go ahead and, as you can see, I'm just cropping the image just to where the dots are because I don't want that border. And then what I would do is think about what other elements can I add to the page that will complete this image. And so what you can do is you can just look for elements. So let's go ahead and look for a grass outline. And so here's some grass. And so I would just choose things like these where the user could color it in. And then I'll just duplicate it like so, and maybe find a different one, maybe like this, and put this one here and just kind of make changes so it turns out to be a completely unique page. And let's say we want to put something up here. Let's go look for a sun outline. And let's say we like this one. We can go ahead and just do something like this where we put it in the corner like so. And then let's go look for some clouds. So cloud outline. And let's say we like something like this. We can go ahead and just add that to the back. And let's move this down here. And as you can see, I turned that original image that we got from Creative Fabrica into my own unique design. And so this is what you're going to have to do if you use something from Creative Fabrica. So you're just going to want to do this for all of the images if you decide to go this route. So if you wanted to try out Creative Fabrica, go ahead and check my link down below. It's going to give you a yearly all access pass for just $3.99 per month. So if you want to save some time and hassle of creating these manually, feel free to do that. Well, there you have it. That's it for today's video. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and hopefully you're able to implement it into your low and medium content publishing on Amazon KDP. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions, and let me know what kind of video you want to see me do next. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a new video. With that being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.